Good evening and blessings out there, everybody in Facebook land and YouTube. What's going on? It's your man, Rod Hickman, generational wealth builders where poverty ends with us. Look, super excited to come to you on this Friday night. And y'all, I'm a little tired because I've been on the road out there in the mean streets. But again, I wanted to jump on tonight because this has been a very, very good week for generational wealth builders. We're super excited. We have some major announcements that we want to share, but I'm going to give it a few more days and just let it build up. But again, super excited to be able to get on here with y'all for a few minutes because I guess the way I hear it say, I got some tea for y'all out there. I got some tea because, well, I'll get into that in a little bit later. But I do have a couple of announcements. So the first announcement that I want to make, we have a team that's working down in the Treasure Coast as well as in the South Florida area. They're known by the GWBS, or Generational Wealth Builders South, as well as the GWB Broward office. And on tomorrow, let me see, I can share the screen here. On tomorrow, they are going to be having a seminar. They're kicking off where they're helping people coach families to victory, right? And coaching families to financial victory. So we're super excited. We have people who we call America's next top power couple, Richard and Lamisha Hughes. They are the ones that are getting ready to open an office there in the Port St. Lucie area. So they're going to be down there working with Lady Sakayla Holdness, who's down there in the Deerfield Beach, Pompano area. So we're super excited for what they're doing. And they're holding this in Delray Beach. Now, if you're from the area, you already know where it is. But again, go by there, check them out. They are going to help you out. Listen, it's 2025 now. Listen, don't wait. Don't keep putting off talking about I'm going to get it later, or don't scroll past. Listen, take time to make sure that you and your family are on pace for victory in this 2025. You need to make sure. Listen, let me say it like this here. If your 2024 did not end the way you wanted to end from a financial standpoint, you didn't win. And so you need to do something differently. You need to you need to change your paradigm. You need to change your way of thinking and get out there and just hear what it is that they have to say. And I guarantee you, the information that you hear is going to really, really be a blessing to you. And so this team is a powerhouse team. We are super proud of them, super proud of what they have going on. And I guarantee you, you're going to hear some major, major stuff coming from that group down there in South Florida. So again, we're super excited about what they have going on tomorrow. So that's our first announcement. Now let's talk about our second announcement. So if you are up here in the Covington, Tennessee area, we would like to invite you. As you all know, this is Martin Luther King Day weekend. And so on Monday is when we celebrate and honor Dr. King. And so here at the Covington office, we're going to have a Living the Dream wealth planning seminar. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to avoid retirement pitfalls, how to outpace inflation to make sure you don't run out of money during retirement, as well as building generational wealth. And again, as Dr. King has been so instrumental in always championing equity as well as empowerment, again, we need to make sure that we are also tying that into a financial aspect. So again, that's what we're having here on Monday, January the 20th at 12 o'clock p.m. So again, you can RSVP by texting Living the Dream to 901-910-2060, or you can go to my website there, Generational Wealth Building with Rod Hickman.com, and you can go ahead on an RSVP right there. All right, so that's all that I have. Again, I hope that you would take those announcements into your kind consideration. Now, let's talk a little bit about this tea. Now, here we go, y'all. Y'all know I'm good and petty now. Y'all know me. If you know me, you know I'm good and petty. And if you know me, go and put it in the chat. Say, yeah, he petty. It's okay. I own it. I'm always petty. I'm never messy, though. So there's a big difference. Now, so I'm talking with a client. Now, this client is one of my long-standing clients. Again, a great client. We have a great relationship. And so I'm talking with my client. And my client asked me a question, say, hey, I have this term policy with a specific carrier. And I said, okay, okay, all right, you got this policy. And once I knew who the carrier was, I already knew what it was going to be already. So I said, well, do me a favor, send me a copy of your policy. Let's do a policy review. And so we did a policy review. Now, this young lady had this policy for 14 years. She got it when she was 21. Now, the whole concept behind insurance is that the younger you are when you get it, the less you have to pay. The older you are when you get insurance, you have more risk, you have more opportunity for ailments and things of that nature. So the more money you're going to pay for your said policy, right? So that's the whole concept behind insurance. It's not like somebody just picking and choosing something. That's basically the way it's set up. Now, here we go. So she's 21 years old when she got the policy, and they gave her $25,000 worth of life insurance. I mean, $250,000 worth of life insurance for about $46 a month at the age of 21. Now, she's like, well, that's good, ain't it? So y'all go ahead and text. Here we go. Yeah, he paid it. Go on, text that one more time, because watch this. So while she was talking, I ran an illustration for a $500,000 term policy for a period of 30 years at her current age or her projected age, which if you're within 6 months is going to automatically go to your next age. So just know that, right? But this is how petty I am. I ran a $500,000 policy on this young lady for 30 years. Do you not know that that policy was only $10 more than the policy she currently has? Listen to them. Listen to the numbers, folks. With this carrier, when she was 21, she got a $250,000 policy. So $250,000 worth of life insurance at 21, she got for like $46, $47 a month. 14 years later, I'm able to come in, run an insurance quote for 30 years for $500,000 worth of insurance for $56 a month. I'm going to let that marinate a little bit. Now, I can't call the name of this carrier. And y'all, my wife done got her hair done. And, so because she got that long and luscious now and that dark and lovely, she's shaking very absorbently, telling me, no, don't say it. But let's just say, I ain't going to even give you a hint. But either way, this is why I'm telling you to check your policy. So not only was it that I could give her more life insurance, doubling her life insurance, $10 extra a month. Watch this. Then her policy didn't have the living benefits. The only living benefit her policy had was what we call the terminal illness rider. And they basically said that if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness and you're going to die within 6 months, we'll give you up to 40% of your money, not to exceed $250,000. That's what her policy says. The policy that I have would have said, ma'am, look at him. You can get up to 80% of this $500,000, which is about $400,000, for any critical, chronic, or terminal illness or injury. And our terminal illness goes out 2 years. So if you 2 years out and they tell you that, you get access to that money. Folks, that's what we're doing here at Generational Wealth Builders. And that's why we're so adamant about telling people, don't just believe me, look at what you have. And I'm telling you, part of the reason why I can't call this company name, just go look at your policy. And if your policy has it where your living benefit or the accelerated death benefit rider is only on a terminal illness, and they're only going to give you up to 40%, we need to talk, because you're being cheated. I'm telling you right now, with that being said, I am 100% sure that I can give you more life insurance for just about what you're paying right now when it comes to term. I told y'all one before now, you know, it's hard to beat us. It's hard to beat us. But again, we want people to know, but you've got to do it. We can't do it for you. You have to do it. You have to work with us and let us help you. We want to help you. Because again, here's the thing. The living benefits are the primary reason for you to have a term policy. It is literally utilized as a healthcare supplemental plan. You get in a bad car wreck. Again, cancer, stroke, end-stage renal failure, heart attack, any litany of things. We even have a carrier where if you have Alzheimer's, they'll pay the money out. So again, what we're looking to help people do is to make sure that you're properly protected. You're already paying the money. Why not get the best value out of it? That is what we offer here at the Generational Wealth Builders. And folks, that's why we're growing like we're growing. And that is why we've been rated A+ with the Better Business Bureau, because we help families in poverty. So that's my time tonight, y'all. If you got any questions, again, feel free to hit me up, whatever the case may be. Again, y'all know it will bother me that I couldn't call them folk name out, because y'all know I'm good and petty. Y'all know I love to call folk out. I love to call folk name out. But again, I can't do it. It's a matter of reputation. So I'm not going to do it. But again, at the end of the day, I just need y'all to check y'all policies, folks. Just check your policies. And if your policy have what I said earlier, man, we need to talk. We need to talk. So before I leave again, let's go over our announcements one more time. Again, if you are in the Delray Beach, Florida area on tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 1, doors open at 10:30. You want to be there with the Generational Wealth Builder South team. You want to be there. They are coaching families to victory. Again, these are agents. These are our business partners. Again, these are affiliate brokers with us. And we are super proud of what it is they're doing. I can tell you they're going to do you right. They're going to make sure you're straight. Again, this same video that I'm doing, they can do the exact same thing. They can help you out. So again, if you're down there in that area, go check them out. Stop by. Tell them Rod sent you, right? And tell them take you out to get something to eat too. Especially at Lamisha Hughes. She got all the money. You tell Lamisha take you out to eat. She got all the money. All right. And last but not least, here we are, our Living the Dream Wealth Planning Seminar that's going to be held here in our Covington, Tennessee office. We are growing this area. We are really, really adamant on building Tipton County into a financial hub. That is our goal. Our goal is to generate wealth for Tipton County. So again, we hope that if you are free on Martin Luther to the King Day, around noon, stop by, let's talk, let's chat as we break down and share with you ways to avoid pitfalls and build generational wealth. Well, folks, that's my time on tonight. Listen, it's always a pleasure to get on here with you. I hope that if you are getting some value from this, I hope you'll like, I hope you'll share this content. I hope you'll tell somebody, yeah, man, that man crazy, but he sure know what he's talking about, right? I hope that you would do that so that we can get the word out. Again, what I often say, knowledge is not power until it is applied. Folks, you can have an 18-wheeler truck that's gassed up, ready to go. But if it's in neutral, I don't care how hard you rev that gas, it's not going to go anywhere until you apply the clutch and put it in gear. And that's the same thing that happens with this information that I've shared with you tonight. If you don't apply it to your life and put it in gear, poverty will continue to stay around you. So again, Till we meet again, I hope that you will stay blessed out there. I'm your man, Rod Hickman, Generational Wealth Builders, where poverty ends with us. See you all. Have a good night, and God